So Lobo Volleyball returns home. It's their second to last week of home. Next week will be their final two matches at the Johnson Center, Senior Day next Saturday. Thursday is our pink game. They'll be wearing their pink uniforms for the first time this season. That's a new thing as well. So they'll be hosting Nevada on Thursday and Air Force on Saturday to continue Mountain West play. Both teams are 3-7 in conference. Lobo's looking to get back in the win column against two teams that they've had a lot of success against recently. They went 3-1 against two teams last year. They have won 7 of the last 8 against Nevada and 8 of the last 10 against Air Force. So we'll open up with John and then move on to everyone else.
Yeah, thanks for being here. I'm as excited as ever to be back at home. We needed a home week. We had a tough trip to Fresno and San Jose, but the thing that sticks out that's most impressive to me is the resilience of this group. They're in it. They're showing up, fired up to be at practice. They're still excited about playing volleyball, representing this university, playing volleyball at UNM and playing in the Mountain West Conference, which is showing to be a really unforgiving conference. We played our 29th set that was decided by a 2 or 3 point spread, which shows us we were right in the heat of the battle, but just not quite able to get over the hump. And so we're training diligently to get better, and we're training diligently to be the team that can finish out those 2 to 3 point spreads and be on the right side of those as opposed to the not so hot side of them. And so excited for the week. Two great tests, two good teams coming at us, two good teams that have I think some areas that we can absolutely exploit, and those are things we're going to be focused on tomorrow. And yesterday and today are all about us and where do we need to get better and how are we going to tackle this week. So yeah, we're excited to get after it in Mountain West Conference week number 6.
You have a couple teams here that you haven't faced yet this year. The schedule starts to ease up a little bit near the back end. Obviously, the last week on the road is going to be tough. But you guys have a winning record at home. What does that environment help with you guys getting some confidence?
Yeah, I think what we saw with the San Jose and with the Fresno match, what we saw was hey, there were some things that fell apart on I wouldn't use the word fall apart, but we weren't as clean as we needed to be on the receiving end of the ball. And so when we're not siding out as well as we would like, the idea of being at home, the idea of having one extra training day and not making Wednesday a travel day, I think it gives us a chance to get a little bit more continuity with our serve-receive line, gives a little bit more of an opportunity to get our offensive rhythm back, which I felt like we weren't quite ourselves at all. And again, we were close in some of the sets, especially early in the sets. We had some leads early, and then those things dissipated pretty fast. And so I think just having the continuity, having the ability to be at home, having the ability to hey, focus in on what matters most right now, and that's, hey, can we improve our first ball side out? Can we improve our ability to dig and convert balls on in transition? And so we do those two things and we're right in the heat of the battle. If we don't, we find ourselves falling behind pretty fast. So I think that's an advantage of being home for us, is we get one extra day to dial in those details as we get ready for the week.
When you're playing two programs this week that you've had historic success against, like Connor was saying, is it something that you look back on, or is it just on an entirely year-to-year basis and it's just coincidence that you've had success against these specific teams? Yeah,
I would say it's a little bit of both. You know, I think for us, physicality-wise, we've matched up pretty well with them. There are some teams in the conference that are just kind of head and shoulders, physicality-wise, in some different space right now with some of the athletes they have. And we've always said we don't have to be the tallest team, we don't have to be the highest jumping team. We got to be the team that works the hardest. We have to be the team that shows up every single day to give everything we have. And there's a testament to that just this morning. We had 2 athletes in there getting reps. We got athletes coming in for extra film sessions already this week. And I know I've shared that before, but that is the personal side of this. The personal side is that these athletes want to win. The personal side is that these athletes walk into that locker room after the loss at Fresno and said, hey, we wanted something different. We need to show up differently. We need to give more of ourselves. And so when it comes to Reno and Air Force, to me, it's a year-to-year thing. There's been players at Air Force just recently that were some of the best players in the entire conference. And people historically said, oh, wow, how do they get those players? Well, some of those players are just destined to be in the military schools, and so that's where they want to go. And so I think for Reno, they had some transfers out. They also had some transfers in, and they've got a lineup right now that they're working through. We've scouted 3 different lineups, and that you could say the same about us at different times where we're trying to work through stuff. And so on any given night, I think in the Mountain West, you have to show up. And if you show up, that's 90% of it. And can you give your best volleyball for a 2-hour stretch? And if you do that, you're going to come out on the right side of these things. And if you take your foot off the gas a little bit towards the end, which is where we just feel that we would like to shore up some of our details, you're on the wrong side of these, and it goes pretty fast. And so I think that's a testament to the conference. It's a testament to some of the teams we're playing, where you could have a lead late and hey, they can still come back and storm you. And so our challenge this week is to play a lot of competitive games that are end of set type games, so that Air Force and Reno can feel that Lobo Volleyball is given everything we have at the end of those sets, and we want to come out on the right side of those.
For your players that have been in the program that, have had success against those two programs, I mean, is there almost like a little extra juice that they feel like, hey, we got their number, like there's an extra confidence going into these matches?
I wouldn't say there's an extra to confidence as much as there's like an inherent, like, hey, we want this one. Like this one, we stack up well. We know physicality wise, this is a match that hey, is a match that we should be very competitive in. And I have no difference in expectations in this match than I do when we go to Colorado State the final week. And it's that this team shows up, this team plays their best volleyball. And when we're doing that, we can be a handful for teams. And so the challenge is, can we do that consistently? And when we do, we like it. And when we don't, it doesn't feel so hot. So again, a testament to the team for showing up every single day and giving everything they have, even going through some of the adversity that we have been going through. So please come out and watch us, support, stay with the team. They're a fun group to watch.
Big weekend last week for Reagan, the blocking wise. She set new career highs now 3 times this season, just in blocks, solo blocks, block assists. Can you tell us a little bit about what has been working for her at the net lately? Yeah,
Reagan is such an explosive player, and that's when I say, hey, when fans come out and watch, that's one of the things that sticks out is the physicality, the dynamic movement she can make. She is a workhorse. She never gives up in the middle of the rally. She's one of those players that is constantly going and going and going, and her ability to block has come a long, long way. She went from just being an athletic player that happened to be a middle blocker to now she's an athletic middle blocker, and so it's really fun to watch her progression. And right behind her, you have Camila, who's setting records in digs, and so it's a fun level. It's a fun way that this team is playing with the amount of spirit that they have on the defensive side of the ball, and now it's about converting some of that defense into some offense here for us. So, thanks, you guys.